What? You've been transformed by the magic of the MagCast.
Welcome back to the MagCast, episode number 13. And of course, it's a lucky number, right guys?
Absolutely.
No. Just watch, our audio is going to crash.
Yeah, the topics that we have for this week are reflective of the luckiness of the number of the podcast.
Well, if we don't die before then.
You're right.
Audacity is actually crashing right now.
Yeah, and also this is our fifth attempt.
Is it? Oh, wow. Yeah.
No, it
totally
definitely
is.
our first. We're going to make this a lucky 13.
Guys, we were warned. 2020.
2013.
Episode 13, 2013. There we go. That timed out perfectly. We had the whole year to hit that, though.
Right.
But anyways, we have with us today Shadowfox.
What's up?
Lantis and Ixion.
Hey, guys.
You guys are a unit now.
Yeah, we're actually here together in person. So, like, if we say something we actually want to high five about it, we can actually high five.
Like this.
That was
I
a
could
real high
always
five.
do that. And we have Dre, of course. Every episode. Just about.
Which is good.
Yeah,
It's a good thing.
Everybody needs a little more Dragon.
Oh my.
What is this ego?
I wish I would have done that in the proper voice.
I was actually playing through my mind all the old classic commercials about things like, Double Mint Gum, Kit Kat, and, like, Mentos. And if I could somehow incorporate Dragon into that.
Yeah. Double your pleasure, double your fun.
That's the statement of the great mint of Dragon.
Yes.
Just stop right there. Just stop.
Stop. Just stop.
Stop it.
I'm gonna have to censor that. I'm gonna actually edit that out. It's getting a little heavy and intense, but that's okay. But anyways, what's been up this week with people?
Ni no Kuni. Ni no Kuni has been up.
You already have your copy, but I have a story about that. Let's hear your thoughts, though.
I love this game. Someone, I can't remember someone online, it was actually a reviewer said this is probably the best RPG to come out in the past decade, and I actually agree with that statement.
That's high praise from you.
It is. It is everything that I've missed in RPGs as of recently, and it's just bringing me back. And it's so wonderful. Like, you know how the art was all done and designed by Studio Ghibli, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's so much so that I honestly think that the writing was done by Studio Ghibli too, because it just feels like their movies. Like, it's a game that feels like the Studio Ghibli movie. And I oh my gosh, it's so good.
Is it better than Tales of Vesperia?
I don't know. Well, the thing is, I don't think the battle system is not. Like, I have a few complaints about the battle system, but Vesperia's nailed it's got that down pat. But the complaints I have are minor. It's like, it's kind of got the Kingdom Hearts thing where you have to use the D-pad to go through the menus, but you use the left analog stick to move. So you actually have to let go of the left analog stick so you're not moving, to put your finger on the D-pad to go through the menus to select something you want out of the menus. And that bugs me. That bugs the crap out of me. And I know it's not even that long. It's like a split second, but that one moment where I have to stop running so I can go and select something just drives me up the wall.
Now, what console is this for?
PS3 only, which is unfortunate, but holy crap. I am glad. To be fair, I think the PS3 has a respectable collection of exclusives on their console.
They have a lot of the JRPGs on there.
It took a while for them to do that, too.
Yeah, but 3D Dot Game Hero, Valkyria Chronicles, the Uncharted series, Disgaea 2 and 3, God of War, there's a lot on there. There is definitely a lot of good stuff on there. But this is probably going to be, their swan song. This is going to be their magnum opus, I think, on this console. This game's
Yeah,
good.
this will probably be it, since they'll probably announce a new console soon.
Yeah. But I'm absolutely enjoying it, and anybody who has a PS3 has to get this game. That's just bottom line.
After I move, I will.
Yeah, I had an experience with that game, actually. I ordered directly from Bandai Namco because I got the collector's edition.
Namco Bandai.
Oh my gosh, they have like the worst customer service of any game company ever for their orders. We just wanted to check our billing info to make sure the card hadn't, expired, because it was quite a while ago we pre-ordered it, and they were like, oh, well, we can't update your billing information because we have limited quantities available, but I had pre-ordered it already, so why was that an issue? I have no idea, but the happy news is the number turned out to be right, still valid, so it's shipped, but it's still not here yet because we had an ice storm cover everything yesterday in a solid sheet of ice, so UPS couldn't run.
Well,
it was crazy.
That sucks, but when you get it, it'll be worth it. It'll
hopefully today, like right after the podcast, I'm gonna run out on the porch, cold be damned, and just hug the box if it's there.
Slowly embrace it.
Slowly and tenderly. But, how about you, Eggs? What you been up to?
I wonder what he's been up to. V6.
The whole week?
No, but actually, I was working overtime, so I could come down, or go up to Atlantis' place.
So he can get a better computer than that HP piece of crap that he has?
Yeah, I filled all the pieces, and he built a brand new computer from scratch. Yo, okay, story time, right? Okay, so yeah, I have these like SQL dumps, and they're like over 100 megabytes. So on my HP, it takes a long time to upload them, so I have to split those files up in order to actually upload them. So I was like, well, let me just try on this computer. I'll just upload the entire thing, just to throw it off and see if I had to. And then so it started going, and then like a minute later, I saw that the tab stopped. I was like, oh, well, it probably just stopped because it can't upload that big of a file. No, it finished. I was like, what? What?
It did the entire thing faster than the HP did in a chunk.
What?
Okay.
Are you serious?
So what you need to do, X, is you need to do a Let's Play of your HP computer falling out the third-story window to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's all I've been doing. I couldn't do any work, actually.
Dude, man, and his computer had some, this is completely going off topic now, but, that HP was so poorly put together. They had a motherboard in there that was a 24-pin ATX standard power connector on the motherboard that, it gives the power from the power supply. The power supply is a 250-watt, 20-pin power supply. They didn't even have the proper power supply in there. There were 4 pins missing that was needed for that motherboard to draw proper power.
Well, no wonder it sucked.
As one of our fellow MAG members says, HP's a good product.
Of course
Who says that?
Nobody.
Nobody? Oh, I remember that guy. He just joined last week.
Yeah.
I have an HP tower right now. I'm pretty self-assured it's just gonna self-destruct.
It will.
From what I've been hearing.
20% of HPs just crap out or fail completely.
Well, that's fine. The sooner it dies.
They only sell printers now.
Orange,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, the sooner it dies, sooner I get a new computer.
They do printers and servers, and their servers aren't even that good. A lot of people are like, why don't we just use Dell servers?
Yeah, alright.
That's what I use at work. We use Dell servers.
I've saw Dell servers at places I've been to.
Well, they work better than HP.
Yeah.
Gaming podcast.
This is not the HP Bash podcast.
This is a nerd topic.
But
can't
it was
this.
what I was doing, though.
Yeah.
But, actually, Lantis and I were playing Streets of Rage Remake.
Yeah, co-op. We're co-op LPing it earlier this weekend.
That's what we were doing. True.
So that'll be out soon.
All right, more co-op like that Vega level.
Oh gosh,
Vega!
That was so entertaining.
Vega, that was garbage. Well, we had some good moments in there, like jacking people straight down into bottomless pits.
Oh yeah. You gotta see it. You gotta
good stuff.
see it. It's fun.
So, Dre, what have you been up to this week?
Finishing Mario RPG Revolution.
Yay!
Yes!
Yay!
It took a year and 3 months, but I am finally done with that game once and for all.
Yep.
Now,
Those
I
are
saw
good
the
version
review
6
video.
releases.
Wow, that was a long time coming, but now we get to look forward to going back. Me, you, and Ix. We get to go back to Super Paper Mario. Isn't that awesome?
No!
That I need to really bring that up. We are not directly returning to Super Paper Mario. I need a break.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes!
Forget you suckers.
I mean, I'm sorry about that.
You're really sorry about that. That's good to hear.
I'm so sorry!
But yeah, check the show description where I'll put up a link to the review of Dre's Epic LP. But you really should watch it first.
And it has the longest ROM hack review ever.
Yeah.
There's nobody that should be giving that much attention to a single ROM hack.
It's an hour and 20 minutes long.
It's a labor of love.
How did we talk about frickin' that ROM hack as long as I talked about Parasite Eve 3?
Except it took less time to edit.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh gosh. That.
But how about you, Fox? What have you been up to?
I downloaded a DS emulator, and I have been playing Pokemon games on it. And today I will be starting an Ocarina of Time Let's Play.
That ties in nicely with what we're talking about today.
Indeed it does.
For real.
I was trying to figure out what I could LP with somebody else, because I originally wanted to do Dark Cloud with Lantis, but my capture device doesn't work very well on Windows, and the Hangout doesn't work very well on Mac, so
Right.
it's just causing issues. So I was like, well, I'll just find something else to do.
That's fair enough. Like, Macs can be so rambunctious, but I think we got that in with the whole HP thing, too.
I'm biting my lip.
Yeah, bite it!
Biting my lip.
Bite it! Bite harder.
I bite it in too. Why
No,
not?
no. I think blood's running down my cheek.
So we got a lot of stuff to talk about today, so we'll get the show on the road with some free play.
Free play.
Thank you, that's a great placeholder. Why don't I just keep that? I'm gonna use that for something else.
Who did
Well,
that?
I was just saying, our section should have, like,
They do.
little sound effects.
She puts them in.
I
post.
put him in.
Oh,
She puts 'em in
sorry!
post.
I'm gonna use that in a new one though. That's gonna be in the reader's voice
I
section.
done goofed.
You done goofed.
I done goofed.
Alright,
All
let's
right,
get
so
back
what's up
to
with
this because
free
I'm about
play?
to edit part of this out. It's fine.
No, leave it in. It's funny.
So, our free play this week is MissingNo, and I think I posted this on the forums. I don't know if anyone checked it out yet. It's a newer video game jazz band cover group, which is from Vancouver. And they do some really, really good covers, and they pick some unique songs. They do ones that haven't been done to death by most other cover groups,
Right.
which is
How
hard
many
to find.
times? How many times can we hear the Super Mario Brothers overworld theme song done?
Oh gosh, I'm tired of hearing that crap.
I can't even hear it remixed anymore. It's
Yeah,
like,
you're
yes,
just
I
like,
know.
yeah, I'm done.
Doesn't
It goes into
Nintendo remix it
dubstep.
enough?
Ha! Yeah, they do a whole lot of remixes too.
Yeah, and then they copy-paste stuff in the games. Oh, I baited Atlantis and nothing came of it.
Having a band that doesn't do all like the super popular stuff, it makes it better.
And it's
like-
good music on its own.
True.
Like, they're
Well,
really, really good. And their trumpet player looks just like Lantis.
It's
which I
actually
find
me,
to be
guys.
hilarious.
It's actually me. I'm
It
coming
looks
out.
like him. I was like, oh my gosh, Lantis, you went to Canada and you were playing in that cover band. I knew it.
Did the people sit there say a lot?
Yeah, eh?
Eh?
Yeah, Lantis had to fit in. It's okay though. Good job, man.
Yeah. Thank you. I spent a long time practicing how to use a trumpet. I'm not really good at trumpet player, so.
I'm sorry, I just
So-
pictured you trying to, like, blow in the other end of the trumpet.
So you toot your own horn.
All right, I wear it as a hat.
So you are pretty good at trumpet. No, I'm just playing. And also, congrats, this is a pretty awkward thing to say right here, but I wanted to say at the top of the show, congrats to Lantis on 500 YouTube subs. Holy crap.
Thank
Wow.
you. It's not on me. It's you guys that are helping me because I couldn't have done it on my own. I couldn't race by myself.
Oh,
Good
Lantis,
hug.
you're so handsome.
Oh,
So
don't
handsome.
be talking like that.
Oh gosh.
I
Please don't
know.
remind me. Please don't remind me.
All right. So, yeah, it's happened, and thanks for racing with me, guys. I hope to do it more.
More!
I hope we never race again.
No!
We're done now.
That way
We
you
helped
have no-
you enough.
Yeah,
This gravy
you don't,
train is over.
you don't need any more content.
Yeah, you could just keep Super Strip Fighter up.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's hit up some story mode.
Story mode.
Alright, so this week we have Nintendo again. I swear I don't love them, but it feels like I do with how much they come up on this podcast.
We're their abused children.
Yeah, pretty much. So there was a direct a couple days ago, and it had a lot of news about Wii U and a bunch of upcoming titles, and an edited out Earthbound announcement. I wanted to say Mother too, which
well,
is
you
the
can
same
say that.
thing.
We know what it means.
Yeah, I just want to make sure people are on the same page. So basically, we're not going to be getting Mother 2 because, well, we just don't. They went to the trouble of making an entirely new direct just to not tell us. Shame, really.
And how can I don't know how like they're that like dead set on us not ever worrying about or like we know we're not getting it. It has been perfectly
We
clear
know.
through the entire lifespan of the Nintendo Wii when Earthbound was the #1 requested game to be on Virtual Console, and it's just not there. Well, then it's obviously we're not ever going to get it because of whatever the stupidest because
Ew.
songs sound similar to an actual song that belongs to an actual group. I don't think you can actually make a copyright claim on something that sounds similar. Like if I just started beatboxing, Seven Nation Army, is that copyright? Just
With
I mean-
today's world,
You're under
I
arrest!
really don't even know. TMCA,
Get down!
man.
Get on the ground now!
Well,
Get on the ground!
all they'd have to do is just say that they're doing a cover of it, and they can't do anything about it.
Yeah, like a parody or a cover or something, but whatever.
and
Well, that's what
not
it
only
is in
that,
Earthbound. It's a parody.
That's the entire game's a parody, really.
But,
And what I find stupid is they were able to get away with using those songs back then, but not now.
yeah, like the Who was a lot more relevant back when
Yeah, back
Earthbound
then.
came out.
Well,
You know what I'm
Also-
saying?
And that you have to protect your IP. They didn't do it then, so it's like
They
double
probably wouldn't
jeopardy.
do it
You should
now.
be able to do it now. It's it's that kind of double jeopardy thing where if you didn't complain about it back then, why should you be able to complain about it now?
Well, they
Well-
probably would just be looking for a cheap money grab at this point.
Mm.
well,
but,
don't forget that the America and the 90s and America and now are two different entities, because back in the 90s they didn't sue as much as they do now.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
What? My coffee is hot from McDonald's? Zoom!
On a positive note, Shigesato Itoi recently made a blog post reflecting on Earthbound and wrote kind of like a prose type entry about it, and it's really touching. I'll go ahead and link that, but it's really good. The translation, of course. I'm not going to make people read Japanese, but I think people will enjoy that.
Well, they could put it through Google Translate. It'll be
you could do that too.
That's a reliable way.
But we have a bunch of fans that just like comb his blog and translate it actively, which is cool. But yeah. Can
I watch you guys?
Terrible. Do you guys have any highlights from the Direct? Like what was good, what was not so good before I get into it?
The best thing, the biggest thing I was like excited for was something that was already announced, like way back when, which was Bayonetta 2, which we actually already did an entire podcast on. So I don't really have anything to add.
Okay, so discounting Lantis and his eternal pessimism.
It's not pessimism.
It is pessimistic.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Allow me, okay? Now, first of all, the Wonderful 101 looks fantastic. I already knew that was coming, though. But the trailer, secured a purchase. Well, yeah,
but still, again, that wasn't an announcement. That was That's a game that's already been.
Okay. Well, hold on.
I'm holding.
Hold on. All right. Now, Fire Emblem Cross Shin Megami Tensei.
Oh god, SMT.
It sounds like it won't work.
It sounds like it can work.
Well, because one's a strategy RPG and one's a turn-based RPG. Like, how do you what kind of system do you get?
I'm wondering what they're gonna do. Is this a fighter or is this an RPG?
No, it's gotta be a strategy RPG
crossover.
I love strategy. Now, here's the thing: Ix, big fan of Fire Emblem, right? Hasn't played any SMT. Me, big SMT fan, haven't played any Fire Emblem. So
it's a good thing you two are together right now.
Wait a minute, what about that one that's on the 3DS? Isn't that an SMT game where it's kind of tactical?
No, that was a regular DS game. I can't remember what it was called. But it was actually kind of cool. It was hard, very hard, but it was like you're in a city locked down, it lost power.
I have it.
Yeah, it was cool. I actually got a good ways into that.
Oh, and I'm all about that Fire Emblem.
Yeah, I know.
The new game's coming out.
Oh yeah, I gotta get like a 3DS.
And you can get married and all this stuff and have kids, and you as the tactician can marry people.
Is this Fire Emblem The Sims?
Yes. It's Fire Emblem Agarus War. That's basically it. That was a really obscure reference.
But I'm sorry. Go ahead. 101 Fire Emblem SMT.
Yeah. Also, other things. I just forgot.
Okay. Cool.
Actually, hold on. I know. That X game. The Monolith game called X.
Oh, Xeno Universe.
I guess it's a new Xeno. Maybe it's Xenoblade.
Well,
too.
it's from the same people that did Xenoblade, which we talked about that I think briefly on one of them once. Where like I didn't really quite. I had a hard time really getting into that game, and I gave up. I still got a file on it. I'm gonna try to pick it up some other time. Mm-hmm. But the whole you have to be 3 levels over the strongest enemy in a dungeon to have a chance of surviving just really, really turned me off.
Yeah, but that new game though looks amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, real. And you can see that it's pretty much all real time. I am excited about that. What I'm not excited about?
Everything else.
Almost everything else. Because, the whole VC thing.
Sorry. We need to get through everybody first.
That's right.
Let everybody
Keep it in.
Sorry.
You'll feel
about
better.
what everybody else liked about the Direct.
Oh, okay, right.
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm about to go off.
I know. We're all about to go off before too long.
Yeah, I am.
For me, the Wind Waker remake probably would be my big thing, just because I liked Wind Waker up until a certain point, and after
the same point that everybody else doesn't like Wind Waker.
The one thing I could suggest to Nintendo for this remake is to have you, when Tingle asks for 800 something rupees to translate a map, you can have the option to stab him.
Hold him at gunpoint.
Break yourself.
hold them at arrow point and be like, translate it now!
It's like you translate it for free or I'll kill you.
Tingle, tingle, cool
But
and paw.
I am currently right now looking on Facebook at this at pictures that they have for the game, and it looks really, really nice. So, I think it'd be a nice remake to play if I ever get a Wii U.
Yeah, it's well. The thing is, I heard like everybody knows about the dungeons that they pulled from the game, right?
Yeah, I talked about that on the forums somewhat.
Yeah,
that's a good one. You want to go into that, Lantis?
Well, I don't know too much about it.
For
just
people
that
who don't know,
there's apparently that in the original version there were dungeons in Wind Waker that were pulled at the end of the game, and there's talk that maybe they could put those dungeon ends instead of the fetch quest for Tingle. And now, if they did that, I would buy 2 copies. I would be amazed. I would buy 1 copy to play and 1 to make sweet, sweet love to.
It was supposed to mirror Ocarina of Time in terms of dungeons, like amount of dungeons.
Yeah.
And it didn't, obviously.
I didn't really mind that dungeons were cut out. I mean, Majora's Mask is an awesome game, and that only has 4 dungeons that you have to go through. But the Tingle thing, padding it out is basically what they did by forcing you to do Tingle. I hate that part. Everybody hates that part. I refuse to play Wind Waker again because of that one part.
And that stopped me from actually starting Wind Waker.
Right. Well, and here's the thing. But I think this is I agree. It doesn't take that long to do it. It's just arduous and a pain, right? The thing is, the entire game's good. But since it's at the end of the game, right at the end of the game when you have to do that, you're trying to enjoy the game, but you always got the looming feeling. You're like, oh, I've got to do that. Crap. Yeah. So you can't. You're kind of spoiling the moment as you're going through the good parts of the game, like exploring the world, taking on the dungeons, and all of that stuff. And I don't know. It's just. I would feel a lot better about it if that was like the first thing you had to do when you start a new game. If that was the first thing you had to do, go ahead and get it out of the way, and I'd have the rest of the game to enjoy myself.
Yeah, I think they should really just take it out, but I'm not crossing my fingers.
Oh no, it's Nintendo. They're not going to take it out. They're not.
Yeah,
let's not even kid ourselves.
I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah, they shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, it took me about 10 plus hours to get all the rupees to buy all the map translations.
Well, the thing is, I didn't use a walkthrough when I played through it, so I did not have the super adult mega bottomless bag. So I only had enough to translate a map whenever I got one. Then I have to go grind the rupees for another one. I think if you get the largest wallet possible as soon as possible, you'll have enough money on you to translate a few maps in one visit.
About half of the maps.
Huh? Well, that's the only thing that. But you still have to grind those rupees regardless. It's just nice to be able to afford majority of the work. Hopefully before you get to them.
I just used the walkthrough because I didn't like the idea of how much it costs.
I find it a challenge. Like the whole thing with Zelda, it's pretty much kept that old school feel throughout all of its changes, in the sense that it's really unforgiving. It doesn't have a lot. It doesn't concisely tell you where to need to go next. It's all exploring and figuring it out. And I feel that looking at the walkthrough kind of cheapens the experience. So I always try to go through the game using a walkthrough as little as possible.
Well, the reason why I used the walkthrough was because I bought 2 maps from Tingle. And that was after a lot of exploring and stuff. But then I wanted to speed it up because it's taking forever. So I decided, well, how can I find rupees faster? And then I ran into the deal about the bigger wallet and everything, and where you could go to grind hundreds of rupees at a time.
Yeah.
And it only took a few minutes to do it.
Now, so. if you have to do that, to enjoy a Zelda game, something's not right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seemed to me, because of that one part and how much I disliked the game because of it, it seems weird that they would choose to remake this particular Zelda.
Dude, give me Majora's Mask, man.
Or I hear that's on the plans for
Link to
3DS.
the Past too. That's an amazing one.
Well, I don't want it on the 3DS. I want to have a remake of of some sort.
Yeah,
Not
on a
like,
console.
we're going to enhance the graphics just a tiny little bit, but that's all, and it's going to be in 3D. Who cares?
That's
Yeah.
what I think it's going to be like, though. But they're also working, and I don't know if people like glean this because the guy on the Direct kind of says inside that they're working on an entirely new Zelda. I think
Of
it's
course
going to be
they are.
another dark one
Well, yeah, Wii U.
They have
console.
to. They have to for every new console.
for every console.
So, Sin, did you have anything else from the Direct that kind of piqued your interest?
Not really. Yoshi Epic Yarn.
Oh, shut up!
That sounds so stupid.
It's Epic Yawn again.
Well, I don't know if they're going to call it that.
You don't have a name.
It's
Yoshi.
its name regardless.
Epic Yarn style announced. That sounds so stupid.
Yeah, it's the people that did Epic Yarn for Kirby. They're going to do a Yoshi game now, and it's so sad because X came up to me. He's like, "Dude, there's going to be a new Yoshi game." I'm like Yoshi's Island? He was like, "No, it's from the people that did the Epic Yarn." I'm like,
actually, the
"Oh."
director from Yoshi's Island and Yoshi's Story is on it.
Doesn't matter if it's anything in the same vein as the Yoshi series. It's going to be
Yoshi's
impossible
Story
to
was
lose.
kind of like the epic
What?
yarn of its time.
What if, instead of being as easy as that, what if it's just has the art style and it's actually a challenging game?
Well, if then I'll be excited about it. The thing is,
I'll crochet myself to the TV.
What I think is what defines a game is a piece of media that you interact with that challenges your abilities and skills in that medium. To try to better yourself, to get good and have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And if you take away the challenge, if you take away the challenge of the game, where you can't lose, there's no punishment for death, or you just simply can't die, period, you pretty much deflate the entire reason of it even being a game. You take away the pains of death, the crushing that you have no reason to get better as a player, you have no reason to try, and that's why I can't get into the Lego Star Wars, Fable, Epic Yawn, or any of that.
Epic Yawn.
Sims. That's not it. There's no game there.
Well, there's joy in the Sims that you can kill your Sims if you so choose.
I'd rather kill myself.
Put a Sim in a swimming pool and take the ladder out. Watch them swim till they die.
I'll be like, hey. Give me that
Lantis will
game.
be
My
the first
bladder
sim I
meter's
make
full.
in Sims 3.
Oh no! Why would you do that?
I'll
What
put it
about
on
you,
YouTube.
Faye? Did you like anything out of the Direct?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I'll let Dre go first.
Oh, alright.
Most of it doesn't interest me. I am hopeful for Yoshi's Epic Yarn. Because all they need to do is make it possible to die. That's it.
That's about it.
There you go.
No, you just don't get a gold on this level. You
Gold
get
star,
silver instead of gold. Okay.
Did you smack your kindergarten teacher for putting a gold star in your artwork?
No, she was much taller than me. I could not reach her.
That was no challenge!
But
Oh,
yeah.
man.
So I think we covered just about everything as far as games are concerned.
What about Faye's opinion?
Oh yeah.
I wanted to make sure Dre was done.
I'm done.
Alright. I will get into it because I get excited about stupid things. That's what
That's
I like
a wonderful opening.
That's what I would like to say.
Mhm.
So, Wind Waker Remake. I like it, but I hope they don't overdo it.
Overdo it?
Graphics-wise, it kind of looks like, in some screenshots, looks great. In some of them, it looks kind of blown out with, the dodge tool in Photoshop. Like, everything looks like Jesus rays are coming out of it, and you can't see.
It's kind
Jesus rays.
It kind of looks like it's
Yeah.
Players.
It kind of looks like it's really saturated or something.
I love
Maybe
saturation.
it's Light Bloom. Because
Yeah, it's like Bloom.
Twilight Princess had a lot of that.
Bloom.
Well, the thing is, I actually kind of appreciated Wind Waker for the the aesthetic,
The
just
cartoony graphics.
basic cell shading. You know, just
What
an
was it they
outline
used to
and
call
color
it?
fill, no textures, just color fill. You know,
Can't
and that looks
remember.
good. You know,
They used to make
Legend of
fun of it with the
Zelda.
name. Yeah, Zelda. That was
Zelda. Tee.
What I liked about the graphics was it was like a 3D Link to the Past.
Yeah.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
kinda.
With a goofier looking Link.
Ah!
What are
Yeah.
you talking about? The Link in Link to the Past had pink hair.
Because they obviously didn't know how to give him brown hair.
Well, we're out of colors in the palette, guys. Just go with pink.
But you know what? I still respect them for using pink whenever, you know, in modern gaming today, it's all gotta be freaking gray and brown. I swear. I was watching someone play Skyrim, and I swear he had a color filter on there that was supposed to make it look that
It was
like that
sepia
way.
toned.
But it was literally just gray. Just everything was gray. Like the entire thing. I'm like, is this a black and white? Is this black and white? Did he do this? And I'm like, no, that's
Gray
actual
is
game.
my favorite color.
Oh gosh.
Because
Oh,
the world
man.
only exists in black and white.
Only. It's like an old school movie. But I think I'm excited about, like, everyone else mentioned something and I'm also excited about, so I won't go into it too super detailed. Like, Wonderful 101, yes, I will take that. Bayonetta
Right.
2, I'm buying that.
Oh my gosh. Bayo 2!
You want to touch me?
Heck yeah!
Oh,
I'm gonna touch
oh,
some
man.
hair.
oh yeah.
Oh,
You want
yeah.
to touch me.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
I think that happens every episode. I think somebody does the Luigi oh yeah every time.
It's so appropriate with the Nintendo Direct. I also want the Yoshi game because they actually have the director. Was the Kirby, the father of Kirby, involved with Epic Yarn?
I have no idea.
The creator
I
of
don't
Kirby
know.
is Sakurai. He's working on Smash Bros.
Smash Bros. Okay, Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem, 2 games I don't play a lot of, but I'll try it out. I'll play it.
I'm curious.
I'll
my
play it.
favorite SMT game was Nocturne, hands down. I love Nocturne. That
I
game
think
is
a friend
unfair
is sending me those.
and hard, but I love that game. Also,
Oh,
Dante
man.
is a playable character in Nocturne.
Hmm.
I mean, that's
Dante.
and he was a good character too. Like,
He's a good guy.
and so when you play the first character you get in your party, it's kind of a Pokemon thing. The first one's this like little bitty pixie, right? But you can sit there and mash your all your characters together and make better demons. And there's one point in the game where you can have the option to revert your character back and have it raise stats. If you manage to pick the right character, if you manage to remember the evolution of all your characters, and you pick the one character that had the original gene from the first creature, that fairy, it reverts all the way back to her, but she has these like super buffed stats, and she's amazing. It was so awesome, because I had like this little bitty fairy that was tearing everybody up, and right beside her, Dante. It was, it was
I'm watching
awesome.
Yu-Gi-Oh! For some reason. I just picture Dante like squirming around on a little grid.
Just Dante and a fairy tearing it up. It was good times.
Good times, good stuff. I have a favorite thing though that no one else mentioned yet. Mario Kart. I don't even
Gosh.
care that they do it on every console they have.
Yeah.
I
But they
will
only
play
do it
the
once.
heck out of some Mario Kart.
Put
Because
some online
the Wii
on
U
that.
looks a lot better online.
Yeah, how about some online though?
Yeah, they're gonna put online in that for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, I mean, if
They've
they
had
had it
online.
if they had it in Wii, they have to put it in Wii U.
And you have a
Listen.
friends list on your Wii U, so
Right.
it's super convenient. So I can
Well-
stalk people and challenge them to duels.
They better not let you drive with the tablet, because that'll drive Navane crazy.
Oh, they will. But all the good players will use the Wii U Pro controller.
As long as I have a tactile way to feel what I'm doing,
Mm.
then
Yeah.
I'm fine.
I'm an elitist. I can't
was-
stand
controller.
touch controls for those types of games.
I was fine with driving with the steering wheel in the Wii.
Wii.
The problem with it is I never knew what was the maximum turn. Like, like you'd turn it like the wheel perfectly, like 108, like 90 degrees. And I'm like, if was that too much? And if you do go too much, it like starts centering off again. And like, I know when I hold a D-pad or an analog stick to the left and I feel it hit, the edge of the socket where I know that's the maximum turn radius, right? And I know I'm hitting it. It's all about feeling what you're doing. If you take away that feeling, then you lose a lot of that control, because I'm not sure if I'm actually hitting that turn as hard as I can,
Well, the thing that just bothered me about that argument was he stated that he likes a challenge, and then he was saying how it's harder to do the steering wheel than it is with a controller because the response time is slower. So I'm like, okay,
so about the response time. I'm just talking about the feeling.
Well, that wasn't the vein, and I was just sitting there like, okay, so you like a challenge. He
was also saying how using the wheel is casual.
But
the vein is casual.
It's like this makes no sense.
I'm so mean. Actually, he kicked my butt at Mario Kart 7 a couple times. I gave him a run for his money a couple times too.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
I like to keep competitive in my kart racing.
Well, it's not always about winning,
Whatever, it's Mario Kart. It's always about winning. That could break up a relationship.
I know you ain't better than me at Mario Kart. I know!
You're cheating!
Already me and Ix are like sitting there talking smack about who's gonna do better in frickin' Chrono Phantasma, and that's fourth quarter of next year.
No, this year.
This year, sorry. 13, not 12.
A little bit of competition never hurt anyone.
Right. So,
fun.
the thing is we haven't really finished the Direct anyway, because there's one thing we've been particularly avoiding
That's right.
up to this point, and that is
everything we hate.
Yeah. Well, I'll just get there. They talked about how they're going to handle the Virtual Console on the Wii U. All right. So first off, they did a few things that were good. Like on the Wii, the Virtual Console titles, you can use any controller with the VC titles. Right. It's the Pro, the Standard, Classic, whatever, and you can bind the keys of the controls to whatever you want.
It's about dang time.
Yeah, free reign
for real.
to bind the controls.
I've been waiting for them to do that since the Game Boy Advance. It's like, let me use my buttons like the Super Nintendo game.
Right. But there is a problem.
Nintendo DS, rather.
Yeah, if you purchased a game on Virtual Console, on the Wii, right, and you switch to the Wii U, and you want to import your games, that's gonna instead of that, they'll sell you the game again at a discounted price. You'll have to buy every game you got on Virtual Console on the Wii again on the Wii U at a discounted price. You have to pay money.
Dumb.
But the thing is, what they're doing with it is they're making it so that you can play on the gamepad. They're making it so that you have multiple save states, and they're making it so that you could do stuff with Miiverse on it. Now, I haven't done Miiverse, and I don't really care about Miiverse right now.
Yeah.
But you know what would make me buy all those games at full price again?
Full price again?
Online.
You put
NetPlay. Where is that?
Put NetPlay in there on your VC titles.
Where that?
I'm gonna go back to your original argument. It's Nintendo.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you can't do that. That's like Nintendo obviously has a way of tracking what games you previously owned, and they're just offering it again at a discounted price. Like a $5 game is going to cost $1.50 for you to get again. It's like
albeit still crappy. If you go to the Wii, it's called the Wii Channel option on your Wii U, and you had transferred, you still have it there for free.
Yeah, you can still play games.
It's still crappy that they won't give you the updated Wii U features they've been promising since launch, like playing it on the gamepad screen.
So you can play the game. They just block you from using the features of the console.
Yeah, the new Virtual Console features are blocked.
They have to program that in there, so
that makes a little more sense. A little.
It still sucks, though. I mean,
Yeah, it's
so
still
like,
super lame.
you know they're gonna make gangbusters on the virtual console anyway. It's like those people already have
but-
games, are probably still buying games.
Let's just back up a second and take a step back and look at this for a second. This technology has existed for a decade already and already has net play abilities on a PC. Like, this is old stuff. It doesn't cost, and now it's not right to, pirate games and play them free, but that doesn't change the fact that the technology is there. It exists. That, this is not freaking rocket science.
Netplay, yeah.
Yeah, netplay
Netplay.
is already a thing and is accessible freely to anybody that looks, which you shouldn't look because it's
Absolutely.
piracy and everything.
Well,
but-
look at the Xbox Live arcade with a bunch of the old school titles that you could play multiplayer online.
Oh, Turtles in Time Reshelled?
Ah!
No, we're talking about ports, not remakes.
Like ports, yeah.
I was just trying to get a rise out of
Like
somebody.
Toe Jam and
Uh,
Earl.
yeah, Gunstar Hero is amazing.
Oh,
online.
I love it. I was playing that last night since I got the Xbox set up in my actual room.
I'll play
buddy.
that in a heartbeat.
Fox, you couldn't see me, but I was flipping off the microphone.
Yeah,
Of course.
I saw it.
But why don't you send Nintendo an email about this, and you'll get a letter back from Miyamoto saying, "Tough titty," said the kitty, but the milk's still good.
Hey, I can imagine him sitting at a typewriter. or
No,
something.
no, it
Like,
was just-
no.
He would just send a picture of him diving into Scrooge McDuck money bin of all the Wii money. That's all it is. Just a picture of him diving.
I
Now,
like
he'll-
that
that's
gift
so
of all of them in the car.
He'll superimpose his face on Scrooge McDuck's body.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like,
No,
this...
wait. Somebody do that.
All right, I got it.
I have something to say about the
I'll call
Direct.
dibs.
Speaking of this with Iwata, is anyone else freaked out about how skinny his arms are?
Wow, really?
Like, every time I watch it, he bows his arms out a little bit. It just creeps the hell out of me. Like, arms shouldn't be that small in comparison to a body.
All right,
I think
all
it's
right.
the cut of the
Let's
suit.
just go around real quick and final impressions individually of Nintendo Direct. Yeah. Personally, for me, I thought that was really kind of lame. They haven't brought anything new to the table. It's for things I'm interested in, and the new things that they did brought, I was not interested in at all.
Alright.
As far as I'm concerned, they showed some trailers for stuff I'm interested in. They showed some other stuff for things I might be interested in. The Fire Emblem game. If they improve Wind Waker HD, that's gonna be a good thing for me because that'll be the first time I play it. I'll just play it on that.
Yeah.
And the Yoshi's thing, I don't know anything about it. It looks cute, but if it's still the same gameplay from Epic Yarn, then I'm not gonna be interested. Yes.
Yeah.
You're a
Epic
man.
Yarn.
You're a man. You shouldn't be wanting to play games because they're cute.
Yeah.
Well, that's all Kirby is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Kirby.
I love
Uh,
cute things.
Kirby, such an easy game.
But it's so enjoyable.
Usually.
Yeah, you can still die.
Yeah, you can actually. But yeah, overall, I give it a B minus.
Damn it! You took my score.
You were
My
cheating
si-
off of me.
My
I knew
essential
it.
my silence essentially speaks for me.
So, an E minus from Fox.
Yeah, it's not
Not
bad
enough.
enough to get an F, but
Okay,
I
D?
give it Nintendo out of 10.
2 out of 10.
Take it as he will.
What about you, Dre?
For me, it wasn't all that interesting. I only looked into a few things. I looked into Wind Waker because please tell me they're going to fix Tangle. I looked into Epic Yarn because please tell me you can die. And I looked into Virtual Console because please tell me you're kidding.
That's a pretty good summary, actually.
Please tell me you're online.
Please tell me.
I'm
Well-
copying my score. I'm gonna fix my score right up to a B, just because I want to look like I'm copying eggs. But it was really a B minus for me.
Yeah.
I think they self-assured a lot of stuff they already announced. And also, where is Animal Crossing? Where is the Animal Crossing US coverage?
You wait for E3.
Oh. Goodness.
I don't want to wait.
What?
I don't want to
Oh.
wait.
Why I gotta wait?
Speaking of E3, we haven't mentioned this. There's going to be a new 3D Mario at the
Yeah.
E3.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, actually, not only the Mario, but Smash Bros. Smash Bros.
Smash Brawl.
Smash
Smash-
you.
Bros is gonna be there.
Smash you.
Okay.
Smash you.
Now, the big question
Yeah.
is online gonna lag so bad like Brawl?
I know.
I know,
That
'cause I was
was-
kicking Ix's butt, but it was so laggy.
Well, it was god awful because I'm sitting there, like one time me and Ix were fighting each other, just me and him, and it took me like a minute for Sonic to actually land a hit. It was like float, float,
So,
float, float,
Is
float,
there
float,
anybody?
kick.
Is there anybody in this podcast right now who had a good impression of the online and Brawl?
No
I-
one.
No one
Show of
can have a
hands.
good- no one can have a good
No
impression
one.
of that.
No.
Just making sure that we're all like this is just
They
general
need to fix
consensus.
that
It's
netcode.
unanimous.
I'm
The only
I'm-
thing. Oh, go ahead.
I'm hoping that they'll fix it because the online in Mario Kart Wii was pretty dang good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I play it all the
when it
time.
That was the
connected-
only game that I played on the Wii that was online that had decent netcode.
Yeah, when it connected.
But you couldn't connect to your friends because they wouldn't put you in the same party. You had to
Yeah.
do some kind of crazy, convoluted, stupid.
Yeah,
Crap.
Me and X for some reason we couldn't connect. I'd start a room, invite him, he couldn't get in. He would start one, invite me, I couldn't get into his. And I had that problem with some other people, and like
Yeah, and like when I invited you guys, like one guy
Right.
could come in, but the other couldn't.
so but if you were able to get into a game, it seemed to work all right, you know?
Now, okay, I know what the new Smash Brothers can be called. Super Smash Bros. Brawl, no lag edition.
No lag edition.
If it doesn't have lag. If it does, then, well, I guess it's
I
lag
still
too.
Smash you.
Call it Super Smash Bros. HD.
We would not like to play.
Mm.
That was terrible. I can't
we would
be
like
allowed
to play
keep going.
Slam the Door in their face.
Hmm.
But go back to that Mario universe. Super Mario Universe.
Is that what it's actually called?
No.
That's just
But come on, it's
the
gotta
name.
be.
It's a placeholder.
It's gotta be. Make
It
it
got-
Super Mario Universe. It'd be
Yeah.
the trilogy complete.
Well, you've got Galaxy, Galaxy 2. Now, what else is bigger
Universe.
than the Galaxy?
Well, what do you do after Universe?
Infinity.
Heaven and hell.
Multiverse.
Multiverse.
Super Mario,
Afterlife.
Heaven and
He
Hell.
He actually goes to Hyrule.
So, and then after that, it's like
Dimensions?
Yeah,
Red
sure,
Dimensions.
and then after that, it'd be like Super Mario Tepentaga Gurren
And then it gets,
Terrantopin
after
Gurren
that, you
Lagann.
get into Square Enix titles.
But that would be like the end. Because after you start
Infinitus
throwing galaxies
Maximus.
at each other and stuff, it's over.
Or maybe
Oh,
they could do like Super Mario Time Machine. Oh wait, never mind.
Oh,
Oh
God.
no!
Oh,
I
gosh.
read that
Tim
game as a
Gim.
kid and I got so upset.
Gurren Lagann.
Oh, I know.
Login.
My
I know.
jump will be the jump that pierces the heavens.
They should recreate Hotel Mario.
Oh, there we go. CDI games.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know
They should totally embrace Faces of Evil. Just embrace it. Just do it. Just be like
Golly!
Oh,
HD.
HD remakes.
I can see the trailer now. At the very end, it'd be like, get ready to bomb the dongos in HD. You'll no longer have to worry about what's for dinner.
It'll have Bloom too.
Have
The
you
2D
been wondering
game.
what Ganon's been up to? Now you find out.
And the all new 2 games.
And at the very end, you have Squadala, we're off.
Squad along. We're off.
Oh man. So I think that about covers the Nintendo Direct and probably like the 8th episode of our podcast covering Nintendo, which is fine, I guess.
Well, let's
Well,
just
we
be
grew up
fair.
with
Not
them.
a lot else is coming out.
Yeah, that's
Nintendo
true.
is putting out most of the news. Like,
Well, yeah, that's true.
Ni no Kuni was the biggest non-Nintendo game to
Yeah.
come out in quite some
I'll
time.
be talking about that next week after I've actually played it somewhat.
Oh my gosh, we
You
can
can
like
count on
freaking
it.
like fangirl all over it. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'll just gush for like 5 minutes.
I'm gonna fangirl all over it.
All over.
We're not gonna get anything else from the other people until E3.
No.
Yeah.
Microsoft.
Give us a bone.
Nah.
That'd be cool if they did. That's what, one last thing I wanted to say. Like, Nintendo gives us news, like, a lot of the reason this is repeat news is they keep us informed. I think more companies could stand to do that instead of just holding all their cards till E3.
Well, I think
that'd be
Nintendo's
cool.
trying to keep everybody thinking about them, because if people start forgetting about Nintendo, they're not going to sell jack.
That's very much true.
Actually, they sort of did let us forget about them with the Wii U launch, but aside from that,
Well,
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true.
While it's true that we're not getting a lot of announcements from other Nintendo sources, a lot of the news we're getting from Nintendo is subpar at best. It's just not
Absolutely.
anything, world-crushingly new.
Yeah, because it comes so often, it's so small, it's just kind of like a blog post instead of balls in your face E3.
Yeah.
Brass balls.
Like, Yoshi Epic Yarn. Okay.
I'm
If
looking
that
at,
game's good, I'm never gonna let you live this down. I'm
know
putting
what?
a bet down right now, just
Hey,
like the movie.
Faye,
video
you
game
know
movie
what?
bet.
I want to be wrong. I want to be
I
wrong.
know
so I
you
can
want to
enjoy
be
a
wrong.
Good freaking
I know
game.
you want to be wrong, but you gotta listen. If this game is good, I don't even know. I'm betting it's gonna be good.
You know what? I will put up with all the flack you could possibly give me if I get to play a good freaking game.
I won't put up
Chrono Cross
that
is
much
awesome.
slack.
Shut up, Drake! How are you gonna be like that? You know I'm sensitive about that.
Parasite Eve's a great game. Parasite Eve 3 at least.
Chrono Cross is so good. Don't you just love
Yeah,
Pierre?
He just threw. Oh, he's
Poochie.
leaving the room. He is leaving the room. I'm watching. He's gone. He's gone. He left the room.
The new DMC is better.
Oh Lord, why'd you do that? He done threw off the earphones. He
Okay.
left the room. Lord have mercy. You should know better than treat him like that. You
Like
know he's
bully.
sensitive. Lantis, come back.
Oh,
I don't wanna.
before
Come back.
I'm done.
just
Please.
a quick thing to say before we
This-
move to the
Okay.
RPG Maker
What
minute.
I do?
I'm looking at a picture
what
of Yard Yoshi.
No.
It looks so ridiculous. It looks like a knitted Yoshi in a game. What the F?
It's
Well,
crocheted,
at least it
actually.
looks like
Style.
at least it looks like an actual stuffed like animal where Kirby was just like an outline of yarn, like that.
Yeah, that's pretty.
That wouldn't actually stand. That wouldn't be an actual tangible thing that would stand on its own.
I would still
Yeah.
play that game probably.
Whoop. So let's get into some RPG Maker Minute.
RPG Maker Minute.
Alright, so Lantis posted a topic on the forums. I believe it was this week or last week, so we actually had some activity on that
Yeah,
front.
and unfortunately it's very old. This is old freaking news.
Old,
For
but that's
the
our
rest of us.
department.
Yeah, for everybody else because apparently I never knew this, but there was a PlayStation 1 mouse that you could plug in, and there were games that supported it. I ran across it just random browsing. I saw that RPG Maker 1 supported it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this can make typing so much better. So I'm like, guys, you heard of this? And Dre's like, yes. Like, really? He's like, yeah, it only works with Anime Maker. I'm like, what?
It's also on the back of the box.
Yeah, it says on the well, no, I looked on the back of the box. It says compatible with mouse. It doesn't say it doesn't work with RPG Maker at all. It works only with Anime Maker.
Yeah, but it still said that it was compatible with the mouse, which you did not know at all.
Yeah, I just didn't.
But yeah, it only works with Anime Maker, which is kind of stupid. But at the same time, I can't see mouse clicking letters being any faster than typing with a controller.
I can mouse through those letters a lot faster than bloop 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 bloop.
Well,
Actually,
I've gotten pretty dang good at typing with the controller. So,
Yeah.
but that's me.
But anyways, so it makes the mouse absolutely worthless because there's the RPGC, which was created. It's a little program that you can import bitmaps into a program.
Yeah,
They'll
we're
render them
fortunate to
in
have that.
GMEs. So it completely renders that obsolete. Anime Maker is completely obsolete.
That was Valhalla RPG who made that.
Valhalla, wherever you are, man.
In Canada land. So
Wherever you are.
I actually remember talking to him a long time ago on like game FAQs.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
That saved us so much trouble. RPGC.
Oh yeah. Sprite work?
Sprite work just never has gotten any easier. I've used it so much. So much.
Mm-hmm.
But, so Anime Maker, obviously, you guys feel it wasn't implemented very well.
No, Anime Maker is absolute garbage.
The only thing that's good about Anime Maker is the extra characters that you can take from it.
Yeah, the pre-made.
Oh, yeah.
Which makes you wonder why they're in there and not available by default. Because you have to use up a memory card slot in order to use any of them.
Well, yeah, memory card slot for each one.
Holy
at
crap.
first you would think that it was like some kind of memory limitation, but the fact that it's the sprites are in Anime Maker already means that they are taking up space on the physical disk of RPG Maker 1. So instead of placing them in in Anime Maker, store them in the frickin' RPG Maker database instead. So why would you do that?
It's
the only thing that I can figure is in the editor, choosing between 65 characters and 80 characters means that one piece of data being 1 bit or 2 bits.
It's probably the conversion between Japanese and American, because a kanji can mean a whole lot of words, and we protect English. You have to put one.
True.
I actually have something disappointing to share if you all would like to hear it.
We just
forgot about this. It's about RPG Maker PC and the series in general. I think I saw on the official site that now they have pretty much all the resources from RPG Maker DS available. Some of them were pre-order bonuses off Ace. It could just be that still. But we're never going to get that game, but they're just like, yeah, come buy all the resources for PC.
Well,
the thing
is like, I'd rather not have the DS game because it's essentially, if you look at the graphics, it's kind of like it's kind of VX-ish.
Yeah.
So, I mean, why would I want to play it on a DS when I could play it on the computer and have a lot more resources available to me?
And not to mention, how would you type?
With a stylus.
You use the stylus. You just click
thank you. I would rather use a keyboard.
Keyboard.
Well, it's better than blah 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 blah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You find out you like no, I don't like the sentence. Blah 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 blah. Back up.
Well, at the same time, though, it would bring RPG Maker back into the console market in a way. With the PC RPG Makers, you don't know about them unless you've been told about them, or if you specifically go looking for them.
Actually,
but imagine if an RPG Maker was actually sitting on store shelves again. That would be pretty cool.
They are in Japan, just not here.
Oh, they're in the store shelves of an Amazon warehouse.
Well, see, and like the first RPG Maker for a console is actually the Super Nintendo.
Super Dante.
Yep.
And then they had one for GBA, but because I found resources for it a long time ago.
Also Game Boy Color.
I think there's a Game Boy RPG Maker, like OG Game Boy.
Yeah.
What
I'm not
can
sure
you make
about
with it?
that.
One scene? Well, you can only make like one scene out of it.
No. I'm certain of it. Here, I'm gonna look.
I'm just saying. You
you
can't make much of a game with the Game Boy one and just be like, oh, you created one scene. Congratulations, there's your game.
Game over.
Talk to this NPC. Talk to an NPC. Hello, battle. Game over.
Isn't that what some of the PC games are like already?
Yeah, it's disappointing. It's like you can
Lest
make
we
so
forget
much with it.
mean old French gold.
And it, like I look at some games that have been made from by Japanese users, and I mean, from a graphic standpoint, they have some good stuff. But then, the plots are so annoying.
No, never mind. It's Game Boy Color.
They're so happy and stuff. I'm like, I like happy games, but there's too many of them.
I want to feel sad
I like dark games
for free.
where like things seem really, really hopeless, and yes, things turn out well in the end, but like that hopelessness feeling.
Have
I
you
like
played
games like that.
Darksiders yet?
I want Cloud in a
I
wheelchair.
haven't. I never heard about Darksiders before until you brought it up like
Oh my
a
gosh.
year ago.
Get Darksiders, man. Good stuff.
Go get it right now. Right now.
But like, I think a lot of people with the PC makers, the problem is that a lot of them realize they have so much free space and stuff that they don't care.
And also, nothing will ever change the core tenets of game design, which is, being prepared and actually developing a story and not just inventing wildly with your hands in your head, hitting the keyboard.
Well, and then also scripting has made people a lot more lazy with things, or the fact that
Oh my goodness, Freedom Quest.
everybody wants script, and they just like throw in a crap ton of scripts, and then sometimes they actually clash, or they're not compatible with each other, and they're like, oh, I don't know what to do. Don't use them.
Or you'll have a game where you have a really nice script, but the game itself sucks.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the thing about scripting that I found is that use scripts to fit what you want to do.
Yeah,
Like,
just don't go out and seek, get a list.
Yeah, like
Just be like, this looks cool, download. This looks cool, download.
like if I want to put synthesis into my game to like create armor and stuff like that. So I would like inventing that would take way too much time. So I can find a script out there that'll make it a little easier for me, and it's easy to understand. But that's all I want to do. I don't want to be like, oh, I want to have a time system that's not necessary in my game.
A farming system, a dating system.
It's like, put in your game stuff that you want and is necessary for it, that fits your characters and what the game is supposed to have in it. That's all I want, but people go rampant with it.
Well, as a RPG Maker 1 user, I don't have that problem.
Oh, but you will.
Yeah. I've actually got my copy of VX Ace.
It looks pretty sharp.
Yeah. Too bad the only thing that comes in the box is an insert and the
A
actual
CD
disc.
sleeve.
Yeah, the disc and an insert that says, "Hey, check online for packs to download."
Actually, you do get some free resources with it.
Oh, really?
I
Out
thought
of
you did.
curiosity, how big is the box?
How would I
about-
put this?
It's tall and
I would
Like PC game box size, if you see them at the store anymore, which is kind of like...
It's about as long as my hand. Like it's about as tall as my hand is long. And
Okay, just for my sake, do you have a physical copy of Plants vs. Zombies?
No, I don't have a. Actual
I do,
copy.
it's about the same size.
Okay, that explains it for me then.
I helped.
Wait a minute. I'm just reading the box real quick. Create your own RPG. No programming required.
It's not. Actually, it's not required. Like, scripts they have basic scripts that are already there to allow
Yeah, you
the
don't
game
have
to
to
run.
fool with them.
Well, I mean, you
Yeah.
got a
Unless you're
program
like me.
events walking around and.
Well, yes.
That's not the same thing.
Yeah, you're inventing, not programming.
You're pointing and clicking options that do the work for you.
Yeah, programming is that they're talking about is the Ruby scripting. That
Okay,
it's not
alright,
it's not required of you. Like, you can go in there and tweak the default scripts if you want to, like, change maybe damage ratios or something.
Yeah, or get rid of menu options, and then
Yeah.
you smash your head against the wall because you're like, why'd I do this? With the errors. But then you get to work, and then you feel really good. And that totally did not happen to me.
It's like, if you know what you're reading as far as coding goes, you can edit things to
Yeah.
do what you want.
If
but
you know
it's
what
not
true
necessary.
and nil means, you'll pretty much be fine. Pretty
This is
much.
also true.
I think this is a pretty good place to call it a day in the lovely land of the RPGMMAG podcast. It's a good day. Very good
Yes.
day, except it's really icy and gloomy out still. That sucks.
It's surprisingly sunny here.
It's sunny
Aw.
here.
It is 42 degrees here.
It is still cold enough for my heat to run, but
There you go.
the sun's out.
So does anyone want to plug anything they're working on, doing?
Oh, we
Not
cannot
yet.
use that terminology anymore.
Don't worry, I'm actually not going to say it this time. I actually have something real to plug.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like my bathtub, but whatever.
No.
But I do have something to plug. It's not anything that's going to be like tangible yet or playable, but I'm currently working on my own RPG Maker game. I'm still in development, like as far as characters and story and stuff like that. But I'm actually working through the science and lore part of it now.
Right.
So that's what I'm working on, and I will be working on a Ocarina of Time Let's Play. So look out for that. And I have 2 long plays going on: Tales of the Abyss and Suikoden 3.
Awesome.
Okay, we'll have all of that listed.
I did a time lapse of the Little Mermaid race, like of all the editing. I recorded both monitors and I labeled every step I took, so it's you can kind of see what goes on when I make those.
It's
A lot of work.
good.
Yeah.
And I'm working on V6.
Yeah.
And overtime.
You mean the mag
well-
actually still gets updates?
No, I haven't gotten updates since like 2005.
Oh, good.
But just in case, I'll explain that this weekend, actually the 31st, is the 11th anniversary of RPG Maker Magazine.
And by the time this goes up, that'll be over.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess... Hey, guys, you should have totally been at the party that's going to take place on
Well,
February
you know it's
1st.
going to happen.
February 1st.
February 2nd, actually. It's February 2nd at 5 p.m.
Will there
Is
be
it
cake?
casual?
5 p.m.
Hey, it's Groundhog's Day.
Yay!
Yeah, so Groundhog's Day. I'm going to have announcements about V6 and stuff like that.
I'm going to have to hop on FA and
Square.
bring some Groundhog furry art.
Oh, I
Hooray.
can't wait.
Be there or be square.
Any other plugs?
Nothing from Joy.
Way.
No, nothing from me yet. Next week, there might be...
Question mark?
I'm not doing too much right now. I've just been kind of working on doing things. Like cleaning, the boring stuff, organizing. Haven't been playing many games, but, Breath of
You
Fire
don't
3
need a
as
Goonie.
per usual. Still working on it. And maybe a Sims game with Lantis as the main character.
Don't you do it! Don't you do it!
That might be
swear.
happening if EA doesn't threaten to take down my videos.
Just lock Lantis up in the shower and then electrocute him.
I'd rather do that in real life before doing it in Sims.
Bring a
Shortest
toaster.
LP ever. But
I'll
anyways,
these
Hello,
Sims
everyone.
like LP.
Welcome to Other Talk.
hello everyone, welcome to...
Alright.
I'll see y'all later.
Take it easy, guys.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.